Hi there, it's Brooke, and I'm gonna make some taco pizza for you. So I have all my ingredients out. I did get my recipe here. I'll link it down below, or I'll just type it down below. I'm not exactly sure where I got it. It does use the Pillsbury crescents, and so it's a pretty easy one. Taco meat, refried beans, some tomatoes. So I'm gonna set you down and get cooking. Okay, so I pre-make my taco meat, so I'm just going to heat it up a little bit so it's not completely cold when I put it on all the pizza. So that's all I'm doing right now, is just heating up my taco a little bit. Okay, so I just got done taking the 2 crescent rolls and putting it in the pan. It's just an 11 by 17 pan, I think. And then you got to make a 1/2 inch crust all the way around. And then once the oven's heated to 375, you put it in for 11 to 13 minutes. And then I'm going to layer the other stuff on. So while the oven's heating up, I have tomatoes to cut up and green onions. And I went the lazy route this time and just bought the sliced olives. So that's what I'm going to do next. So here's my croissant crust. I did it for 11 minutes and I poked that big bubble you saw in the oven. And it's nice and golden brown. So the first thing you want to do is layer on the refried beans. And I usually leave, a little bit of a crust around the edge, for a handle. It is pizza. Every last refried bean. Goodness. Next, we're going to layer on the taco meat. This is chicken taco meat that we got in one of our box meals, and we ate all the tacos and had a bunch left. So I just froze it to use with something else taco related, and I thought this pizza was a good option. So you just spread that out over the beans as evenly as you can. And I usually do up taco meat in pound batches, and then we just thaw it and warm it up for whatever taco food we want. Super nachos, walking tacos, soft shells, hard shells, taco pizza, whatever we want. We've been really into using like chunks of chicken or chunks of steak. Should just do a little different with our tacos lately. So there's that. The next thing you want to do is sprinkle the cheese, and it says use 2 to 3 cups. So I have a little in this, and then I have a big 4-cup pack. I like things cheesy, so I will probably lean towards the 3-cup. But I don't measure. If you only had 2 in the house and you're just using up fridge stuff, then that works too, right? I just bought the big pack because I knew I wanted to make this. And then this reheats really well. My husband will take a good chunk of this week for lunches. I just cut it up for him and put him in his little containers, and then he just packs his lunch and grabs and goes, and he really appreciates that. How's the cheese look? You need a little more? I'll do a little more, right? Okay. And you could layer whatever toppings you have on it that you would like, but we like tomatoes. I have one son that doesn't like tomatoes, so we're going to leave a corner for him with no tomatoes. And then both my boys don't really like green onions, so I'll leave a chunk, like this chunk here, with no green onions. So I have all the toppings on. Everybody likes olives, so I put that over the whole top. And then you want to cook it for 3 to 6 more minutes, just until the cheese gets nice and melty. So I'm going to do that. We usually put some sour cream, have chips and salsa on the side. You could put salsa on the top of this once it comes. There it is in all of its cheesy, yummy glory. I always use a pizza cutter to cut it up, and I just usually cut out here this chunk for the boys. And then kind of cut it in half for them. And then I'll cut out a chunk for me and the husband, and then those are kind of even. He'll have 2 more for a few more for lunches. And there we go. thanks for coming along with me while I cooked our taco pizza and cleaned up our kitchen and got the kitchen and dining room all ready for the next day. I hope you enjoyed the recipe. It was super delicious and super simple, so you definitely recommend it if you just need a quick, easy meal to change things up. The crust is croissants. My son's like, can you use this in a pie sometime? And I'm like, I don't know, but you never know. Maybe I'll have to look up a recipe for something like that. So, glad you're here. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.